All right, guys, selling the home. This module, we're going to be covering what you can do to help assist your real estate agent to sell this home. But I want to preface this section by stating, let your real estate agent do his or her job because they are the authority figure in the industry, okay? This is only going to help you allow your real estate agent and enhance their likelihood of selling the home. We're going to go over everything that you can do to try to draw attention to the property, increase the sex appeal, add some furniture, faux plants, cleaning, step by step what you need to do to make sure that this is in tip-top condition so that you can sell for top dollar. All right, guys, if this slide looks familiar to you, you're not seeing things. This was from the module under contract. You're going to check for mold. You're going to check for all of these things listed here. We'll break them down one by one. Why are you going to check for mold again? Over time, when you're holding a property, you're doing rehab, you're opening up the roof, you're doing new siding, it's going to rain, it's going to snow. You want to check for mold because mold accumulates over time. And if a buyer comes in, does an inspection, and finds out there's mold, that could be a red flag for a lot of buyers, and they may back out. And if they do back out and it's marked under contract and you go back to the market, that's going to be a telltale sign that something was up in the property, and it will decrease your leverage and increase the buyer's leverage that's coming in. Thus, it will implicate the resale value and ceiling that you can get on the resale value. So make sure that you do this. It's tedious. It's a minor thing to do, but you want to protect the investment at all costs and protect your investors within that investment as well. Okay? Walk the basement, search for termite infestation and or damage. You did it once, you might as well do it again. 4 eyes are better than 2 eyes. It's important because this too can be a red flag for buyers. Double check it, okay? Ensure all permits are closed. This can be a headache if you get it under contract and title request comes back that there's open permits. What you want to do is make sure the permits that were opened are all closed, and you get documentation from the contractor that the permits are closed, and so you can issue a CO, which is just a certificate of occupancy. When buyers come in, they're going to ask, hey, were permits pulled? Depending on the real estate agent, depending on kind of the resale value, from what we see, if the higher resale value, they're going to want to make sure permits are pulled. We advise to do so. But you want to have a list of permits that were pulled, opened and closed verification with a document and stamp of approval from the building inspector. This will make you look like you know what you're doing. It will instill confidence in the buyer and will push them to move forward with the transaction even more so because they feel as though they're in trustworthy hands from an investor and contractor standpoint, okay? Service the furnace and boiler. This is something that you should do because if you don't service a furnace and boiler, it can build up and back up gunk and can decrease the life expectancy of a furnace or boiler. So just do it. Very easy to do. Your general contractor probably has people that can do it. Add gutter extensions on all of the downspouts. An inspector's going to request this regardless if you do it or not. You can choose not to do it. If there's water intrusion in the basement, I highly suggest you do it. It's very cheap to get at Home Depot and very easy to put on. You can put it on. You don't have to pay a general contractor to do that. Very easy step in the process. Look for any asbestos and or vermiculite within the home. As contractors are opening up walls, as they're going in the attic and replacing the roof, they may have pulled plywood up and there might be some vermiculite. If there is, make sure you remove it. Pay your general contractor to remove it. It will come up in an inspection report and can scare buyers away. So make sure that you do that. You can either remove it and or encapsulate it because as long as it's not up in the air, there's no harm, no foul. But regardless, it's the perception that vermiculite and asbestos can bring to buyers, which can scare them away. Okay? Do this every property you buy. Whenever you list it, go through this checklist. You'll thank me later. All right, I want everybody to think about their first date with their significant other, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. The first date, how did you feel? How did you dress? How did you look? You took probably time to dress up, make sure your makeup is on, make sure you're dressed to the T, try on different outfits, make sure that you look yourself in the mirror and you're confident at the product that you're putting out to meet your future wife or future husband, right? Similar to selling a home, sex does sell, so you want to make sure that this product is beautified, and various things that you can do. Power wash the exterior of the home. A lot of times general contractors will include this in the quote. If not, ask them to do so before you even buy the property. Add faux plants, books, towels, fruits, provides a nice appeal. You can do it in the kitchen, you can do it in the bathrooms. It does make a little bit of a difference, and it looks nice. Faux plants on Amazon are super cheap. You can get like 12 of them for like $10. It's a nice, cool feature and very easy to do. You can do it yourself. Make sure you hire a cleaning crew to mop the floors, dust the entire home, including the walls, including the windows. You're going to pay a little bit more for post-construction cleanup, but it's worth it, right? When you communicate to the cleaning crew, make sure they bring straight edge razors, because what happens is contractors, when they're painting the trim of a window, they might get some paint on the window. It's very easy to remove as long as you have the right tools at your disposal to do so. And you get a little straight edge razor, does the job very, very efficiently. Doesn't take too much time to do so either. Okay. We already covered that. Staging could be an option depending on the asset. We just staged a property, it was a higher resale value. We had trouble selling it, not staged, so we switched agents, we staged it, and it's under contract. So it does work. It is costly. It could run you $2,000 to $4,000 depending on the size of the home, depending on how long you hold the furniture within the home. Most of the time, if not all of the time, we do virtual staging so people can get a perception of what it looks like if they have stuff in it, and then they show up and obviously they realize that it's virtually staged. But you're going to draw attention, and that's the biggest thing. Draw attention to the property, okay? Virtual staging can cost an extra $100, $150, but you're going to get your bang for your buck there no matter what.